screwed. Well, not you. The evil is screwed. Y'all seen that movie? Strange but true. How a doctor did the knockout drug, had sex repetitiously with a little girl that he was raising like a daughter. Mind you, that his wife cannot have children. He tried many a times. The Most High said, we're not making rapist kids like you. Oh, man, I didn't say the word. We're not making, the P word. Pedo! And then with the file in the case. You know what I'm saying? We're not making your kind again. So his wife couldn't conceive. There wasn't nothing wrong with her body, though he said that. And then he told the little girl and driving her home, to my son, you're like a daughter, to my wife. Wickedness always got a tell on itself. And come to find out, he the one knocked her up, but then told the story and had her go to these people, son who died, in the name of "I love you, baby," to the world, to his girl. It was the limo driver's fault why they got in an accident. But the long story short, the son died. And 5 years later, she really think she's impregnated by a spirit. And spirit don't hold no semen. Even hell spirits got to have a body now. All right? So we already know what time it is. Like, uh-oh, somebody did some boo-boo here. She says, I only been with your son. I ain't been with nobody else. Now, 5 years, he done died now. So let's count that. It don't take no 5 years to make no baby. 10 max of months. But it's 9 to 10. And so she didn't know she was, that R word, that root, but the F-I-F-I-E, she was root. You know what I'm saying? That date rape drug. That diddler lotion. How you unconscious, you know what I'm saying? And so he had sex with her, knocked her up, and then told a lie that the dead spirit impregnated her. She go there bolder than a son bitch to the parents and concoct this lie that she is not a part of. She has no clue this is happening to her. The way the movie ended, she would probably never know. All right? But the wife of the doctor figured that shit out. She went to go, justify her means. Ended up falling down the stairs. Broke her god doggone neck. So the truth ain't gonna be able to get out. But I believe in my heart, when he had that doggone 12 gauge, he was like, I didn't mean to hurt her. I think the mother figured it out. I think she figured it out. I think the real mother of the dead child figured that shit out and just kept it a secret the way that the movie ended. But I want to tell you, this is how these occults get down. That's how the diddler parties is. Leaving people with diseases and wake up with baby smucks. All right, you know who the father is. All right, those are rituals. You gotta ask yourself, why did they choose that girl? It shit look like it's coincidental. It looks like that person chose to go down that path. But actually, it's like the accuser of the brother, and they manipulated the situation. They gonna go to God. Look at your daughter over there. Nah, nigga, you cannot orchestrate this whole thing and then run over there and say, hey, look at what he doing on his own ammunition. That wasn't on his own ammunition, nigga. You enticed at that. That's why he said, I forgive them, but not you. So, when we see this type stuff going down, they be stealing babies and stuff like that. You got Michael Jackson tap dancing for the man, and he ain't even part of their family, bro. That nigga's a tribe Indian of America. How did he get mixed up with the Illuminati? Stuff like that, selling out and all kinds of stuff, But I just wanted to tell you that there's truth to these movies. When I be watching stuff, I don't watch to see the producer's mind. I watch to see that what really inspired his mind to do that. And that's the Most High. I don't care if it's horror, killing, I don't care what it is. If the spirit makes me decide to watch any type of TV, lately we've been tearing movies' ass up with the truth. All right? But many don't see it like that. All right? They don't think about the biblical aspect when they're looking at stuff. I don't care what these two eyeballs see. It's a theatric of what I'm really supposed to see. And see, I stay in that realm as Brother BC himself. So not too much get past me. Just because I'm not talking about it don't mean I don't know about it. All right? And so that was in 2019, but I just, I don't watch TV, so I just happened to see these things. And I was like, wow, that's kind of the stuff we into right now, talking about the word of God and the spirits and monitoring spirits and, the manipulators, to rupee somebody, you're a manipulator, all right? And so you concoct a story that ain't true, that a dead nigga impregnated. Like, the mother was right. You don't get your simple ass out of my house right now with this disrespect. But the girl was innocent. It ain't like she concocted a story. The mother thinking like she on some boo-boo, baby. But this is what the the town cop doctor, that's what he was, and so on. All right, you get into these old sundown towns, you get into these tricky towns, man. Shit ain't coincidental, man. It's not. It might look like that. It might appear like that. Nah, you in a cultist town, son. This is what they do. People got up. Make sure I got the right movie. Nope, I seen another movie talking about something else. Ah, man. I think it's called The Home. The Home. Like they were taking the right eye, that gland, that youth serum. You see what I'm saying? YouTube. All right, I think that's what it's called, The Home. And they stole this man's brother and told him he died. They're just sucking his eyeball juice gland. All right, the youth serum, that Oprah stuff. It's on my Facebook. That Oprah Winfrey youth juice. All right. This nigga look like he 100 years old, but he about 30. You know what I'm saying? But they sucked all his youth. And they told me a secret in that movie when you be having, the pupil, when they go little and they dilate out. That's what happened when a nigga dead. All right, but that's your youth. That's what the Bible say. You got to keep a zeal for God and diligence, and you'll keep living, no matter what the circumstances is. Well, they were stealing that. All right, and hiding these niggas like in the upper room somewhere, like 17th floor. Don't go on the 4th floor, I think it was. All right, this nigga looking at his brother and don't even know it's his brother. Boy, that's how bad it is. And then he was coming at him. He can't talk. He's like, so like, it looked like he's trying to kill him. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time he's trying to warn him. And oh man, it happened. It happened. The Most High Spirit came in. He was like, my brother? Like, he couldn't talk. I was saying it took all his youth serum, bruh. My man stabbed everybody in the group. Because they ended up getting his brother as soon as he figured out there's a needle in his ass. All right. It's the big eye funny guy that played that movie. I forgot his name. But his brother stabbed everybody in the eye and did what they did and put it in a cup. He drunk that shit, boy, and became the wrath of God. He killed everybody in there that was part of that. All right. He was like, no. Now, that's what we said when you try to steal my youth, nigga. It's time to pay the piper. I'm coming to take all that. And he gave it back to all the people. And they walked out of there. Their family gonna be like, we thought you was dead. See what I'm saying? Shit like that. Got these niggas in an asylum nobody gonna ever pay attention to. A doctor got kicked out of the doctorship for the shit he was doing. Because you were doing wrong. I'm saying, like, that's exactly what's going on in these days and times. All right, you got a cultist, man. You better beware. You make sure your doctor ain't a witch doctor, bruh. All right, you got a right doctor. He'll say, hey, listen, you got symptoms of stage 4 cancer. He just don't come out and say, oh, you got stage 4 cancer. That's one of them witch doctors. But a nigga about hope, he gonna say, well, the schematics and everything, you got symptoms. When you hear that word symptom, that means you got room for a miracle. All doctors don't talk like that. They don't use the word, you use the word symptom, that's something that can go away. You got it right now, but it can go away. You have the symptoms. All right? Well, I thought cancer was a terminally ill disease. Evidently, he's telling you something you're not really quite catching. All right? Especially when one of them smart niggas get up there and start talking about the faith of God. They just can't come out like you and me. Believe in Yeshua. They got to speak in circles and shit. And so when you get a doctor say, you got symptoms of this, and you know it's terminally, he already told you, believe in Yah. It's the only way you're going to be able to get up out this. But he can't say that. You get fired for some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to be swift to hear and slow to speak, baby. You got to see what spirit vibration your inner heart is bringing before you in the manifestation. You hear me? Because there's some trick monsters out here, man. And you could be thinking you thinking on your own and you being moved by astral projector. A monitoring spirit, y'all. Braca.
And he only dated Spanish people.